Hey, how you doing, Aries? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Please take what you like and leave the rest. So just want to say thank you to all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So what's going on with Aries? Aries doesn't want to communicate very well. It does say you both know why. Okay, could be dealing with someone that speaks a lot or even talks to you a lot or even says a lot to you but doesn't really want to talk to you and really doesn't say anything but doesn't know why you always have to be negative to them. Okay, could be dealing with an air sign person or just someone that you feel like talks to you a lot. Okay, it does say a female knows why she is struggling and doesn't know what to do with the problems that she has. People always give her chip, but she doesn't know why, and she always realizes it's not going to be fun to make fun of anyone, but why does she always get made fun of? Okay, it does say it's not really you that needs to be bothered by this, but people that know why they are doing this. Okay, so it may be the woman that doesn't, have to understand this, or maybe it's you guys. It says confidence is something that I see as an evil mind game to play myself. I do not know why I speak a lot, but I do communicate a lot with people that don't need to speak to me. I feel like mental problems is something that I'm jealous of, or maybe even something that I need to support in my mind to probably give myself time out. I will not see problems in my mind. Okay, could be dealing with an air sign, a fire sign, maybe even someone that says that you don't need to speak about what's the problem with yourself, and maybe you need to look into what the problem is with yourself. It does say you do need to look into some details of why you have complicated a situation. It says many times you may have complicated a situation, but it says it's not always going to be the answer. Okay, could be dealing with another fire sign. It says no one knows why it's always going to be beneficial for me to see what's going on. I just know that I can see something and pray that I don't have any problems with this. I'm going to see that I'm always going to be in a problem. If I don't communicate, I'm going to be in a problem. If I do communicate, I'm in a problem. People see me as a problem. Okay, this could either be you showing up as an air sign, man or female, or it could be someone that sees you and doesn't see you, or you see them and they don't see you. It says many times over you may feel like bad news is occurring. It does say you wonder where it is going. Okay, it says warning, you have to consider why you'll be in a problem one day if people don't want to see it in a good way. It says one day at a time, though, I have to see if I have better news to give you. Okay, so someone might have better news to give to this air sign female or this water sign female. It does say blessings are all hers. It doesn't say bad news, but she has to communicate why she's not going to see bad news. It says when she does see bad news, she doesn't want to see it, but she does see that great things can happen if she sorts her mind out. I'm hearing I left you to feel my burden. It does say 1 week at a time you have to see which way something is heading. It says nothing is set in stone, but people always want to attack you, constantly want to attack you. Why is that? Okay, so maybe there's people that always want to attack you, or maybe even this fire sign person or the air sign person, or maybe even loyalty to you is something that you don't agree with. Maybe you feel like you don't need to be loyal to a person, so you don't want to speak about what it is that you need to give to them. So sometimes you want to see that great things happen on your own, but you can't understand why you've been gifting yourself great news lately. Is it because you have blessings and no one knows why you have good news? It says don't want to speak about why I have good news. I just know I have good news. Fine dining is something I want to give to my female. I wouldn't know how to support her, but I want to give it to her. So someone wants to give you fine dining, or maybe, maybe you want to give someone fine dining experience. It says, I see myself as a liberty taker. I don't know why I addressed this situation so poorly. I see this in myself and I don't like it, but I obviously need to support why I do this as well. It's not me that feels like bad news is there. It's always her. She always wants me to feel like I've got negative feelings for her or negative feelings for myself. I feel like I'm the one to blame though, because I do call her up and tell her she's the problem, and I feel like I am the problem. Okay, could be dealing with a war sign man here. Okay, or it could be just you guys showing up in your feelings about something, you and your person, or a person that feels this way about you. It says diamonds is something that I want, so I will believe that you can provide this diamond. If you don't want to, then you don't have to, but I don't want to hear that you're going to be there for me. If you see a problem, don't speak, because it's not going to be you that she wants. Okay, so maybe she doesn't even want you as well. It says it's not going to be always the case to speak about a great lover that's going to be there for me in my mind the way she is. She's always looking into things that don't really make sense to me, but I can't understand where I'm going with this female. It says love, because you always didn't know what to do with her, but she knows what she wants and she will never communicate what she wants with you. If you see yourself, then you're going to look better in your mind about what she wants. It does say that she will love me if I feel like I can support her, but if I can't feel like I don't want to, it says I know that I do, but I just don't know if I want it with her. It says if, because if she's the one that I want, then I will steal her mind and tell her that I want her too. I just don't know if she is the one I want. It does say bad news for the man though. He doesn't really want to know you always, doesn't really care about you all the time, but does know that he wants to believe that you are sexually attractive to him. Doesn't really see anything other than this for now. It says I want to know that you are definitely giving me time to figure out whether I want some time alone with you in my mind, or figure out if I should move away from this situation altogether. I see myself as a bad mood person and really negative. I don't want to hear that I'm always in a bad mood, but I'm dying of laughter every time I look at you, and I want to take karma into my mind and say I've got bad news. It says bad news for him. He's always going to see bad news for himself and doesn't want to see great news work out for him wherever he goes. Okay. So it could be in regards to you as an Aries, or maybe vice versa, so to speak. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. It could even be you guys dealing with a man that you know. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. It says warning, there is problems with people that don't want to see all the time, Aries, in your mind about things. Decisions to delete communication issues ongoing are going to be helpful to you, and practicing better information in your mind is going to say you did something great to solve your problems. Don't want to communicate problems are always there, but see that you have blessings on its way. Never see that you have problems. Dealing with situations as settled in your mind as good karma is never going to be the answer, but you have blessings. Not worrying about the situation and seeing that you gave it your all. You tried and you couldn't do it, but you did do something that you should have done, is moved on from a problem with a person that may have been liking you too much, two-faced or negative, in releasing you into problems and making you feel bad for who you are. It says don't speak, but you've got jealousy in your mind about who you are, or maybe I don't like you because of this. It does say many times over you may not feel this way, but the problem is the person doesn't see you as a person that wants to be good to your mind, and maybe you've hurt yourself because you've hurt them. It says something tells me that I'm going to tell myself off. I realize this because I'm not going to be the one to take the fall. It says you know you're not going to take the fall, and at times you're never going to see bad news, but when is he going to learn that he should not take control of your mind, or even hurt you in places that you shouldn't want to feel hurt? Okay. It says I left you to believe that I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to destroy you every time I see you. I'm going to destroy you, because I wonder when I'm going to destroy you to the point where I'm going to hurt. I realize that I could hurt because of this. It's going to get really nasty one day when I realize who I am. Just don't want to know where I'm going with this. Right now I'm going to hurt. If I see that I'm hurt, I'm going to hurt, and I'm going to feel hurt because I laugh at myself many times, too many times, and I'm going to laugh at myself again. Okay, so this person may laugh at themselves. All right. It says no one should speak to me or make fun of me. If I've got to call out a person to call you out, I will. It says you know that you can call anyone, but where would you be going if you're holding on to things that don't belong to you? It says you know you should have done your job. Do your job and make sure you do it correctly. If not, then move on. It says, I know you want to kill yourself with laughter or judgment, or even bring out the fact that you're going to hurt someone, or maybe even me, but I'm never going to allow you to hurt me. Okay, this is probably how someone feels about you, or maybe you about them. It says negative members of your family are not even going to realize why I'm doing this. It says many times over, I think, wow, why am I doing this to this female if she knows that people are there that are hurting because of her? It does say, I know this because I'm hurting her to hurt them. And I realize I'm hurting everyone, including myself, because I shouldn't be harming her the way I'm harming her. I just like the fact that I'm looking into my problems and seeing that there's great news for me. And maybe if I see that, it's not going to work in my favor because I hurt, and I make sure I make fun of her and hurt again and again. Okay, could be dealing with someone that goes to work, or this is someone that sees that they're no good. It could even be a legacy of problems that you've had over time. It could be jealousy. It could be members of the mental struggles that you've had. Maybe even people that you've dealt with a long time ago, or maybe even people that you see are always a problem to you. It says many times over, you see people that are troubling you in their mind, and they can't help it, but they laugh and make fun of you. It says war is there with people all the time, but they can't bruise their egos enough this week, because more times over they're dealing with stress related things that will come back and haunt them. Okay, says no one says that you have to speak so well to yourself all the time. You have to convince yourself that you have good karma, but you have to see where you've gone wrong. It does say you can see where you're going wrong, but you always see where you can turn around and change things if you need to. It doesn't say that it's always happening though, because people always want to tell you that you are a burden, or even grudged, because they are grudging you and holding on to many grudges, or even fighting the mental health that they've had for years. It says many times over, there's a man that wants to see you hurt, or a female wants to see you hurt, but the time and time will come when you see better news come for yourself. Okay. It says loyalty to you is never going to be the answer. I never wanted to be loyal to you. I will leave you out. I'm never going to deal with you in a way that I have to be loyal to you. Even though I know my work is at stake, I'm going to be disloyal and help myself to be disloyal. I feel like struggles are there with people that know who I am. Don't speak to me and make me feel bad. When am I going to change? I know that I should, but I don't know how to change and make sure things are good for me. Okay, so this person's struggling to, you know, see anything good for themselves. Okay, it could be an air sign person, could be a fire sign person, could be an earth sign person. It says it's not going to be right to speak about who you want to speak about all the time, when I know that I can trouble my mind again and again to say that I like the fact that people see you and not see you, hear you and not hear you. I want to know that people don't tell me off, or maybe make fun of me because you told me that I have to have bad news. It says I know I'm going to get in trouble one day for this, and I realize why. So this person thinks they're going to get in trouble one day, and they feel like they know why. It does say you could work on them and make them feel this way after remembering why this person keeps doing this. It does say bad news for whoever is doing this to you, or you doing it to them. It says one day at a time, you have to really weaken your mind or let go of something and see that you're not going to be troubled anymore. Okay. Says laugh, because you know what day is coming when I know that I want to trouble my mind again. I do see I trouble my mind on the weekday. It is going to be Wednesday that you see a mind game to be played. If you love yourself, make sure you protect yourself. Wednesday is going to be a good time for you this Wednesday coming, but not for long if the person doesn't see good karma come to them. It says many times you have to see blessings on its way to you. Work on the ways you have and bless yourself with good karma. Nothing is set in stone, but people will laugh if they make fun of you too much, because now they're not going to realize which way you're going with a situation, or why you don't even have good karma in your mind about the things that you have. It says when he doesn't see what I have, that's the problem. He always looks too hard at what it is that I have versus what he doesn't have, and maybe that's the problem. He keeps looking too hard and mean about who he is, so wants to harm his health, trying to figure out whose is whose and what is what and where it is and how. Okay, doesn't like many people and always tries to harm loads of individuals that may not speak at times either. And many times over, I see that he is troubled 1 week at a time. It may not work or it may work. Okay, it does say you may confuse the situation a little or help it. Which way are you going? It says you will help it to the point it gets helped, but just laugh if it doesn't work, because you're worried about whose is whose and what's going on too, because of the work that he is trying to do on you to make sure you are confused. You have to have good karma, so you'll laugh at him once and for all and make him feel like he's never going to have good karma in his mind. It does say workforces are going to protect you though, because no one needs to see why it is going to be good for you to do this every day or every week, but you have to look at yourself in ways that you're going to support your ideas and poorly judge many that don't need to confuse you in the situations of theirs. It says you have to look into how you can support this, or maybe even time the situation correctly, or make sure he has left the mindset to his own mental health and struggles. He is going to move on in 2 years or less, or maybe he does not know if he's moving on at all. He just knows that 1 week later he is not going to be laughed at, and maybe even laughed at because he didn't realize that he is laughed at. It does say bad news for whoever is going to sponsor him. He doesn't know why, but he does know 1 week later he has to communicate what's going on with his management, or maybe even a person that doesn't see you but speaks about why he's not communicating things and does see that he is not doing a good job. It says mainly because he is not doing a good job to his mind. Many people around him see he's not doing things, and it does say when they do, they have time to see where it is going and why they confuse the situation and laughing at the mind games of his. It says his because he knows that he should be working and putting these things to rest. He is not doing a good job, and one of these days one woman tells him off and another woman tells him off, but he can't laugh when they do. It says he will continue to hurt himself again and again because he is laughed at. Okay. So it could have something to do with someone that does some type of work for you as well. You know, or someone that's committed to doing some type of work for the society, for the community. Okay. Says many times over, I like what I do, so I'm not going to warn myself it's not going to work, but I see bad news brewing inside of you, and I pay attention, so I'm pleasing myself to say, well, I'm not going to be good at this for long. I can tell it's going to be bad news for me, but what if she doesn't realize I'm doing this and I hurt myself again? To fuse my mind and say, I'll make sure she doesn't know it's me. I feel like she knows what's going on though, so she does know who it is and how, and it doesn't say he knows for certain, but he has a feeling that he's in bad mood. Says, warning, you have troubled yourself too much to worry about the situation, but blame no one. Just let this person feel like they have problems and they will deal with you with their problems. Okay, it doesn't say that it's a good thing for you to stick up, you know, for someone else's problems and then putting their problems on you though, you know. All right. So it says, warning, you have to see blessings come. So it's going to come to you whether you like it or not. It does say he will see his negative side. It does say mental health is his, and he will realize that when negative mental health strikes him down. It says, warning, he will see himself in a problem soon and he's going to get it. Okay. So I feel like someone just continuously wants the war, but it does say work on who you are and worry less. Let this mind game play on him, and he does look at this every time he studies his work. Every week he studies his work and works on you, most of the time in his mind, to motivate himself through problems. It does say problem is he can't see or hear what it is that you're saying, but he will look and see when he's got to work again and why he is struggling to harm you, because he's also harming mental health people, or people he feels like are mental, or feel like he doesn't have mental problems, and he does look at why he has problems when he sees his problems are no longer his. Okay, so let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with work for you all. work is going to be completely blessed for you. At times you'll see great news come at your work, and times you'll see slow moving energy. At times you'll see good karma, sometimes you won't see great news, but this time you'll see beneficial news to help you study a situation or make fun of it. It says no need to speak about why she's always looking at you and warning herself not to speak, but she keeps looking at you and wondering when she should talk to you. So there could be someone at work that wants to talk to you but doesn't know how or when. Okay, there could be some gravities of nervousness or even verbal conflicts in the past. Okay, it does look like time after time she wants to see if she can strike or maybe even tell you off or maybe even tell you that you're no good. But it says it's not going to be worth the why. It says no wonder she's always seeing bad news. She's working on negative mental health or even justice to do with the race system. It does say she knows that she shouldn't speak about this and she needs to move on. Okay. Anything else with work for Aries? It says 1 week at a time. It says I know that I can steal from you, take from you, or even take liberties. When am I going to do this? It says I want to see that I do this one day at a time. When I speak about it, I'm going to speak about it, and I confuse myself all the time trying to harm myself over and over again on what it is that I'm doing. Where will she be? Where will she be? Where will she be? When I can figure out what I'm doing, it says I figure this out and I can probably hurt her many times over if I just figure out what she's doing. So someone could be studying you as well constantly. Okay, this may not even be in work, it could be outside of work, but it says the problem with people is that they've got demons inside them right now struggling to communicate with what they've got going on and can't see when they're going to stop. It says sometimes it will last until October, sometimes it will last until May. Listen out for the next year. It's going to last until 2 years or maybe less. It says this man has to move on and he doesn't know how or when, but he will move on. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Anything else with that? It does say work is also where you may be worked on, okay? But it does say deliver the communication issues directly to him and he'll see he is mad and mean and he doesn't know why you don't want to speak about it. It says time and time again you're working against him and he realizes that now that he doesn't want to communicate. He sees what's going on and speaks about it to his mind that he's going to be confused one day, and he will. It's going to happen in the next 2 years though if he feels like it. He says I know which one it is and I'm going to work on which one it is till I see that I'm not going to do any justice to it. It does say blessings are always there for him to confuse himself, so he will laugh at himself next year. It says next year because he doesn't want to see that communication issues are a problem. He will look at you and wonder why he is looking, and so much so to the point where he's nervous. He's never going to give up, but he does feel like blessings are on his way to him and it's never going to be his. He will realize that. It does say bloody hell, he never thought that he could harm himself this week. It does say next week he's going to believe that he could harm himself a lot because he doesn't know what's happening until next week. So let's see what's going on with business. Business is going to be pride over prejudice. It does say business is going to be blessed as well. It does say great news is there for you in your business. Pride in yourself over confidence is going to be good for you and helping yourself to move past situations. Okay. It says warning, I will never see that I have a problem. I want to put myself first. Okay, so I see this person is really haunted or haunting you in some way and very much into his mindset about you. He does think about you day and night and day at times. He doesn't even know how to move past the mental struggles that he has. He warns himself that he can't communicate anything other than rudeness, jealousy, mental problems, or even people seeing himself as a mental target. He does know why he's got to communicate this when the time comes for his legal matters to penetrate his mental health and deliver karma to his mindset. He realizes that he's no longer going to see you and realizes when it's going to happen in June or July. It says obviously not even then. He does know that he can work on himself and see when it's going to trouble him even more. Okay. He says he doesn't want to know that you're smartly giving him time to compute with what he's got going on. He says he knows that he has time to see what's going on with him and where and how, and he does this in a mental way. He does look at things in an angelized way. He doesn't want to know that he's probably going to give himself problems, but he will see problems next year. He also realizes he's not going to deliver good karma to his mind next year, and realizes that he knows that he's not going to communicate these things, but he can see problems in the time that he is given to search for things or look for things in his mind to understand what is going on. He does know he snacks on things as well if he sees them. Oh my gosh. Ugh. This sounds like someone that, could be, I don't know if some of you guys are dealing with, okay, yeah. Not everyone is going through the same thing. So you might have to figure out what it is in your own situation, okay? It does say bad news though, because he's never going to give up, and he looks for items and things that he can search for, and he never finds anything, but he realizes that troubled waters are ahead of him, and he's got bad news to give you next year. He does want to say it's next year, because now it's never going to be a good time, but realizing this is going to be a problem. He looks for triangular things that he can work on, and maybe even looks for problems in his mind that he can work on, troubled times. He's going to look for triangle things in your stuff, or maybe even other people's stuff, and never finds it, and never realizes why he can give up on this. He says, I look for triangular things. Okay. We'll give him some triangular things, won't we? It says it's not going to be helpful, but it is. And let him deal with his mental health while he looks for triangular things. It says he's never going to realize why he's doing this, but he's got karma coming. Doesn't want to hear bad news is there, but he will build a bridge over this negative energy and see that blessings are yours. So old ways are now a good way. It does say he warns himself not to speak, but he will see when he is dealing with things that are not his. So there is a burden here for people to believe they've got good karma, but it does say he warns himself. He can speak anytime he wants to communicate bad things happening to him, and never see bad things at all, because he knows what he's looking for when he's looking for items. So anyway, let's see what's going on with your love life, Aries. Love life is certainly going to be swell, very blessed, and good karma is coming into your family. Love life is certain, and people do want to see you as a spouse or a lover. People do want to see you as a love or a friend, and doesn't say why, but it does say a lover is going to harm you. Maybe you should speak about why you shouldn't speak about a person, or maybe even see that some people don't want to see you in a bad way. So take care of your mind and your loyalties to your lifestyle. Okay. Does say warning though, you have blessings on its way. So Aries is going to have good karma with their mind, and it does say bad news for whoever thinks it's going to be so. It says you didn't need to speak to me, but I can still if I want to. I know this, I just don't want to still, and it's not going to be worth it anyway if I know I'm going to be in loyalty to you and the problems that I gave you. So I wouldn't dare steal from you. I wouldn't take you for granted. I'm never going to steal what's yours. Okay. It does say bad mood swings have happened to you too many times for you to feel like negative energy is there. It does say sometimes you need to feel like great news is on its way, and family matters are not going to be concerning to you at all. It says things will work out just fine when you see blessings on its way to you in the next 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, or 1 week away. It doesn't say bad news, so good karma is coming. Just watch what you say, and watch what you do, and watch what you watch your health issues, or your family's health issues, or people that want to see you in a negative way. Okay. Just be careful about a job loss as well for some of you guys. It does say warning, there is one on its way, but it says warning, you will make sure someone doesn't speak to you again. Alright, so maybe some of you guys are managers or something like that. Okay, it says a lover here doesn't know how to communicate but wants to know when this dining experience is going to happen for you, because you've got to dine with them soon. It says dining with them is something they proudly want with you, and smoking and drinking is not going to be something they want to see with you. They will see dining experiences with you in a bad way though. It says not really if you see better karma come to you. Okay. Says you do have blessings, but one weak woman doesn't want to see happiness for you and does want to see if she can wind her mind down to see how she can help herself with negative energy. She will really see that she's got problems, and problems are coming to her in the next 2 weeks, or even laugh because they're coming to her now, but she will wine and dine with her mind and see what problems are coming to her and never you. Okay. It says lessons are there to be given to a person that I thought I could give them to, and I realize I'm in a lot of problems mentally for harming her. I'm going to harm myself, and I'm going to harm it well this time, because I shouldn't have looked for her in negative ways. Okay. So someone could be looking at you in really, really negative ways. Okay. Or someone around you. Alright. So let's see what's going on with singles. Singles don't want to hear that their love life is certainly going to give them good karma. At times, they don't even want to hear love is there at all. It says many of you don't even want to hear good karma is there with your love life. Smoking, drinking, alcohol, abuse, sex, drugs is something that always comes up right now. And maybe someone wants to know that this is the case rather than anything other than that. It says mainly even parenting, or even sowing seeds, or even looking at blasphemy or negative energy or enemies. Okay. Alright. It does say it's bad news overall for you to see everything, but it says blessings are on its way to you regardless. Good karma is coming. Alright, so what's going on with those in a loving relationship? It says no need to speak. A promise ring is something that's going to be given to someone, or a blessed energy, good karma. It says something here is telling them to give you something that's going to certainly give you blessed energy and not negative energy. It stirs the pot though for future financial problems or negative karma. Which way is it going? It says you will know that you shouldn't take something from someone that doesn't show you that you have good energy with yourself, or maybe with them. It says you know you've got great news for yourself, just don't want to warn yourself to have blessings with them. So blame no one, but see that you have problems with no one and have good karma with your minds. Okay. So something tells me off that I shouldn't speak about you, but I really want to know, should I take you and make you mine? I don't want to take you and make you mine, so I realize I'm not going to tell you off. I'm just going to leave you to stop speaking about it. It says you want to help me so much, and I feel it. I can't help but laugh or make fun of it. It says you don't know how to provide for me or give to me in the ways that I want, when we understand that it's never going to work out. It says I don't know if I want to, but I realize I should stop speaking to you, and I don't like it. Okay, so you know this person doesn't like the fact that you may want to start speaking to them. Alright, might even want to offer you some type of promise ring or something, honey, just to keep you there. But the energy between you guys may not be very good. It says many times over I see that I'm not good, but I can't help it. I just want to know that you're there so I can support you with many things that you probably don't want. See, this person doesn't even want to help you in the right way. So let's see. It does say some of you guys are dealing with good karma though, and you realize that you have blessings. So warn yourself that blessings are going to come. And good karma is struggled to provide at this time, or maybe give you certain things that you want, but you have to weigh the pros and the cons and see what's beneficial to you and your lover, and stay the course and make sure it's going to be granted in the near due time of the future. Okay. So let's see what's going on with the married couples. Says married couples are doing certainly well, swell. In fact, all of you will have great news to come. You come together and speak about things, or maybe even tell each other that it's going to be such a good time. It says you know that you have babies on its way. Some of you guys may be having a baby on its way, or having some type of pregnancy. It says some of you guys deal with good karma in your mind, and some of you love yourself too much to the point where you share a nice karmic leisure together. Some of you guys may be having some type of baby shower event. Okay, Some of you guys may be seeing that family and friends want to come around you and snuggle up to you and be there for you and love you. Some of them want to see that you are going to help yourself with good karma all the time and see blessings on its way to you. There could be a function due or good karma on its way. Okay. All right. Maybe some of you guys are, you know, now considering having a baby. Some of you guys may have just had a baby. Some of you guys may, you know, be doing things related to children or family affairs, things of that nature, family events. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. So, anything else for the marriage couples? It says married couples are getting dressed up and going out a lot, and it says blessings are there for you. It says many times you'll see yourself going out with your friends and maybe even your lover. Sometimes you warn yourself you don't want to stress, but you've got good karma coming, and nonsense people are never going to get in your way. At times people do get on your nerves, but you see blessings on its way. Oh, that's good. So let's see what's going on with individuals, Aries and Aries. Aries is going to be great news for you. It says no wonder you have blessings on its way. Good news is there for you, Aries, and your love life is certainly going to be beneficial. It says bold things are there for you to realize that you have blessings and you have very good news. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. Taurus and Aries. Taurus doesn't want to hear negative karma, so they won't speak about negative things. They'll have blamed no one and saw that good karma is there. Okay, so what's going on with let's see what's going on with Gemini. I'm picking up someone with ginger hair as well. I don't know if that relates to you in some way. Okay, so what's going on with Gemini and Aries? Gemini hates you but can't stand the way you are and wants to know that they are working with you, seeing that it's going to be good this time and doesn't know how to support you, but really wants to put you down and really judge you, but does see good friggin' things happen for you this year. Okay. Ooh, friggin' things, you know. All right, so let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Cancerian. Cancerian does not want to hear that struggles are there, so they don't want to see blessings come to them in a bad way. It says, bloody hell, I know that I have better news this time. If I see better news come, it will help me. So I won't warn myself in negative energy. I'll just see blessings come. And it will warn myself that I have good karma, so I don't want to hear bad news come. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Leos and Aries. Leos doesn't want to hear from Aries, and Aries does not want to hear from Leo. So Leo does not want to deal with Leo or even their mind at times when it comes to the loyalty that they have. It says spark a conversation with the person that you think is going to love you. It doesn't make me feel happy, says Leo. Leo doesn't care for you at all, and they don't want to see at all, so stop speaking about them. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Virgo and Aries. Virgo hates you. Friggin' hell do they hate you, but they don't know how to support their minds. Okay, so let's see what's going on. I don't know if someone's got a felony or something like that. I keep hearing that word. Okay, so let's see what's going on with something about a court case. It says blessings though, because I don't want to know that you speak about it, but I have a court case due for you if you want one. I just don't know if I can give you it though, because you said certain things that are going to make me feel like I could give you one, and I really feel like struggles are there to help me give you one, but I don't know if I can support that. So I'm going to help myself be terrible to my mind and hurt myself, because I know that I can hurt myself a lot. Okay, So that's in regards to Virgo. So let's, it says next year though, not really this year, but next year, they'll see if they can work on themselves and see blessings come to them, but doesn't say it's going to be good news if they're always looking for a very mental person or even problems of their own because they want to see negative energy come to them. And never mind why, because they always want to look for negative energy, so they'll always see it come to them. Okay, let's see what's going on with Libra. Libra does not want to hear stress is there with you and doesn't want to see it. It doesn't mean that it's a good idea for you to speak to them, but they don't want to hear from you, so they'd rather see less of you and speak less to you and speak less to you while they move on and see no karma comes to you at all, and beautiful energy is there for you to communicate or leave them out of. They just want to see great news comes to you for leaving something out or leaving something alone or dealing with it the way you have, just moving past it and moving on. What's going on with Aries and Scorpio? Aries does not want to pour out any more time into the person that speaks to them. It says they know they speak to you all the time. Aries, you do know you talk about Scorpio too much, and you always talk about them to the point where they get mental stress. It says you keep talking to them way too much and they don't want to hear from you. When are you going to listen to stop talking about them and move on? Okay, so let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Sagittarius and Aries. Sagittarius doesn't want to hear bad news come, but they see bad news coming overall. It doesn't look good for them though. It says they do laugh at you many times over. It does say that they wonder what another person's doing, but they always want to look to see what bloody problems are coming with you. It says mainly because they've got problems of their own, and blame game is something that they have too much. They want to see blessings but can't see them, and it does say bloody hell, I can't get to see what's going on with this person. Okay, so that's, yeah, someone wants to rip someone apart, but anyway, let's see what's going on with Capricorn, Aries. Capricorn doesn't want to speak about anything surprisingly. They want to see you, at times they don't, and they do want to communicate, not today but maybe never, or maybe even see you as a friend, and just want to see that good karma comes. Overall, they're smiling and feel proud or blessed to be around and don't really care about you as much, but they feel happy and they don't want to stress, so they will leave you to believe everything is good until they figure out what's going on in their mind or struggle with things that they haven't built up enough time to look into. That's the Okay, what's going on with Aquarius? Aquarius and Aries. Aquarius doesn't care about Aries, and Aries does not care about Aquarius, and Aquarius does not want to hear about anything mentally strict or binding or problematic or even left out energy. They don't want to hear blessings or coming or good karma is coming to them. It says you do have to communicate good things when you want to, you know. It says nothing's set in stone. It says Aries always wants to hear problems, but it says Aquarius is not going to even respond or even pay attention to you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Pisces and Aries. Aries, it says it does seem like Aries wants to partner up with Aquarius too much, but it says bad news if you do, so let it go. Okay, what's going on? Okay, what's going on with Pisces and Aquarius? Pisces does not like police and doesn't want to deal with them, so they'll leave them out of their mindset and do not want to hear great things come. It says blessings are never going to be certain, but I will hurt my mind again to see that I'm not doing a good job. I will leave this alone. Okay. It says warning, someone sees that they have targeted what's going on and don't want to hear that you are telling them off. They will target you again and again and will never hear the last of it. Once you see what goes on in your mind, you will see great news come to you. Warning, it does say blessings are on its way, because when you see one thing from another, it says no one says it's not going to work, but you have to see whether or not it does. Okay. All right, anything else? Pisces. It says Pisces does not want to communicate. Be left alone by them because they don't know who you are or how you speak to them. At times they feel like, at times they just don't want to deal with you. All right. So let's see what's going on with, I don't know, some of you guys are dealing with a Cancerian as well. I can hear that energy in the background. All right, let's see what's going on with your romance angels. So, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So it says finances and career. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with some financial issues, or maybe there's someone around you that's, you know, having financial problems, or, you know, just dealing with finances maybe a bit tough right now. Okay. All right, let's see what else is going on. And even the rich have financial issues sometimes, whether that's, you know, to do with things of finances. Not to say there's a lack, because the card doesn't speak about lack. It just says issues. Issues can come in many different shapes and forms. And it also speaks about career, so it can be in regards to career as well. Okay, however you look at it, and what it is that you're trying to do with your career or your finances. Okay. It says relationship, your primary relationship with yourself and God, and every other relationship follow from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. Okay. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships blossom and prosper. Okay. That's true. Sometimes you might have to figure out what traumas are there as well, because relationships overall ain't easy. It might sound so simple by reading a card and saying, all right, this is what it's telling you to do, but trust, there's so much twists, turns, bends, emotions, feelings, energy, there's so many different things to kind of like bring to the aspect of and how to work with, relationships. So, you got to be doing what you can do that's going to help you in your relationships. Now, relationships, obviously, that could be with anyone or any situation. It doesn't always have to be, my romantic partner or, my family. It can be, situations with people, sometimes people you know or don't even know. Okay. So, okay, it says gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environment. Again, another one where it says surround yourself with gentle people. There's no such thing. At times, there can be negative people all around the place, and you didn't ask for them to be around, and then sometimes they're around. You know what I mean? Obviously, sometimes you can ignore or, walk away, and sometimes they're there. So it's not, it's easier said than done. I get it. Okay. But just stay positive and see that blessings will come to you, how you can work with the energies that are there for you, and how you can maneuver situations for yourself. Okay. So what's going on with what's going on with what's going on with your universal messages? Okay, so this is a reversed card. It says, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So some of you guys may not have faith that things are going to get better, or you'll be able to find some peace in your life, because maybe things are disturbing you too much, or people are bothering you too much, or situations that you're going through, or so maybe those things might change in the near future. All right, so let's see what's going on with your angel numbers. Number 49, number 13, number 7, number 31, number 6, number 50, number 54, number 28, and number 8. And some of you guys, number 9 if you need extra numbers. So that is your reading, my lovelies. I will speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.